welcome to the Roast of Fame Teu.
Thank you. Thank you.
So first and foremost, we would like to thank our sponsors today that help us make this happen. Shout out to Pals, which everyone can have we've got 0%ers and whatever else percenters in the ice boxes around the room. So please help yourself, but drink responsibly, drink in moderation. And we would make a massive shout out to Spit Roast and Barbecue Catering for catering today. So it would only be fitting that right after the Roast of Fame Teu, we then get to indulge in a roast afterward. So just to recap the journey on while we're here, Fame has made the claim that potentially he's unbreakable, that you can throw any insult or any mock at him and it would never make him break. So we've had a bit of a lead up on air. We've had listeners mock him. We've had all sorts of comedians mock him, even Auntie Tala, who's actually, world famous here in Aotearoa. But now we've got a lineup of people from his life that are going to roast him today. So we want to make some noise for his partner, Nicola.
Hey.
We've got the one, the only, Tammy Davis.
Oh.
We have one of the best comedians you need to watch, Hoane, Hotene.
Yes, sir.
We have my day's host, Storme, Hitaua. Storme is going to be reading some mocks from the listeners today, and the one, the only, and the lucky last, it is Nauer.
Oh.
So look, Fame, you've had more birthdays than you have had driving lessons, okay? And we want to kick right into this with some mocks.
I
know. Someone told me I needed jokes as well, so I'm trying. But let's make some massive noise for our first roaster on the roast. It is Tammy Davis.
All right. Guess you're wondering why I'm here. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Yeah, turn it up a bit. Thanks, mate. Turn it up. My headphones. You're probably all wondering why I'm here. Oh, I'll tell you how I got here, okay? All right, this guy called Aaron. He's the producer of the old My Breakfast Show, the new producer. He calls me. He's like, Tammy. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? What do you fucking want, man? Okay? You don't call me. No one calls me and offers me tickets to any shows. I'm like, what do you want, Aaron? He's like, Tammy, I need you at this roast for all fame. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I ain't coming, okay? I'm at capacity. Go fuck yourself. Hang up, brr. Next minute, my phone rings again. Ring. I look down. I'm like, fuck. Because I just save people, with different, how I know them, right? I don't save them as their name, because otherwise I'll just forget, right? So I look down. I'm like, fuck. Herb lover. Who the fuck could that? Herb lover. Hello? Shani, what do you want? I'm like, she's like, Tam, I need you for the Roast of Fame. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I ain't coming. I'm at capacity. Boo. Next one, my phone rings again. Ring. It's Nixon. Nixon. I don't know how to spell his name. Who fucking cares? So I answer. He's like, Tam, can you come along? I'm like, yeah, bro, I got you. He told me to tell you, he said I can borrow his car for the weekend. Fuck you, Nixon. Now, I feel really bad about this because I love Fame, I do. I mean, we see him every morning in the kitchen. I mean, motherfucker spends most of his time in the kitchen. 6 a.m. he's in the kitchen. 7 a.m. he's in the kitchen. 8 a.m. he's in the kitchen. He's never in the studio. Now, Fame has a great sense of humor. That's what he tells everyone.
Fuck already.
Fame believes in equal rights, especially when it comes to his partner. She drops him off every morning for work. Now, one day, I walked past the car, and she was writing help, SOS, in her own breath on the window. I was like, fuck, is she okay? Maybe we need to check on her. I'm looking at her right now. Nicola, it's finally nice to meet you. Blink once if you're okay. Okay, blink once if you're okay. Twice for no. okay. I think she's okay. I think she's okay. All right. Now, Fame trained to be a nurse, but he gave too many free prostate exams to his friends. Why do you think Nixon Clark got him on the My Breakfast crew? Now, whānau, if you want to go and see him, go to www.tongaNurse/middlefingeremoji.co.nz to book in. Apparently, Fame likes to go to clubs. Unlike Fame likes to get his top off in clubs. Unlike that special Apple ankle watch that he couldn't get off for a while. You guys all know the song, whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the... Police! Whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the... Police! There they are. Apparently he only wears Air Force Ones. I mean, who the fuck does he think he is? Nelly? I came prepared. Oh, shit. Oh.
Hey, long plaster, a small face.
Famous Tongan, but at school he was in the Māori unit. I mean, fuck, what did he hope to achieve? Becoming David Seymour's cousin? Bake Off had been trying to track Fame down for ages. Bro, like, I don't even know what his real name is. Does anyone actually know what Fame's real name is?
No.
I think it's something like crap. Like, I think it's something like Frank. Or like Francis or something. I don't think it's Fame at all. It's because that's the old show, right? Yeah. Anyway, Fame used to be on the My Home Run. More like My Home Walk, cuz. Got to get those steps up with that gut, brother. No. In all fairness, Fame's a great guy. He's really positive, always keen on a good time, and he's always welcoming. Love you, champ. Amen.
Oh, make some massive noise for Tammy Davis. What a way to start that roast. And I will say, that plaster, it looks actually like really big on your head. I'm surprised. Because it's a shame about that big head. If it was a normal size head, it would be a full head of hair. All right, up next we have something special. We have Storme, but he has actually got the help of our My listeners. They have been sending in mocks all week, and he is going to be reading them out. So make some noise for Storme Hitaua.
You. Hey, Tammy Davis, fuck you too, bro. I feel like the techniques just get up here and sound like you, bro, so everyone that fucking laughs. Fuck you, bro. Before I start, I'd like to go back to the first time I actually met Fame. This is when I joined the My Morning Crew. I had to go pick the bro up, and at the time he was living with his dad. And it's quite nice that after all the success that he's had over these years, he still lives with his dad. Handsome, funny, good-looking. These are all words used to describe all of Tegan's co-hosts except Fame. Actually, speaking of the My Morning Crew, who are the best music breakfast show in Aotearoa, New Zealand, congratulations, Tegan, Fame, and Nixon. We know the My whānau, they always get a little bit excited when you've pulled a sickie because they can finally hear Nixon and Tegan without Fame's breathing.
Asthma.
Speaking of the show, I mean, his own content is really good, but he gets a lot of help sometimes from ChatGPT. And I've managed to find some of his most common questions that he's asked. And I know the bro hates being called dumb, but man, fuck, these questions are dumb. For example, how do you spell KFC? And he spelled it as a word. Dumbass. This other one, how do I print a driver's license? You need one to copy before you can print one, bro. And the last one is, how do I delete my old DMs to Tegan?
Hey, come on, man.
Ooh, the roast is smelling good. But in all honesty, though, Fame does low-key look like a before photo of Stephen Setu. Not so much the weight thing, more just before he was famous, and now Stephen Setu is more famous than Fame. Irony. For now, though, I will move along to the burns from the My whānau. So, starting off, I don't even have their names, but these are just a whole bunch of roasts. Starting with this one, it says, bro looks like a brown Nick Minute guy. Problem is, he doesn't know how many seconds are in a minute, so. Fame's head apparently looks like a Malteser grew hair. Ooh, dish, calm down, bro, stay away, brother. Actually, Fame with his Malteser looking ass head, he looks like a skin tag. And while we're at it, Fame looks like a lollipop after you've dropped it on the carpet. I didn't write this.
That was yours.
This is all the my photo. It actually does look like Fame's eyebrows and hairline had an argument, and his hairline decided to walk away. Unlike Nay's eyebrows, that decided to run away. So we've had the 100 gorillas. Oh, what is it? 100 dudes versus 100 gorillas or something. Someone offered up another challenge, which was 100 Fames versus high cholesterol. Go around the room. What do you reckon? Who's gonna win? Fame looks like he studies for a urine test. I added this next one in, so you fucks better laugh. And while we're at it, I thought I'd add in that he'd also walk around Pack and Save looking for free semen samples. Because he's a nurse. Yeah, fair enough. I'll leave you with this one. Not all of them are gonna hit. Hey, fuck you, Tammy Davis. And one last thing before we wrap it up is that Fame's head is big enough for the My Terms and Conditions. And much like the terms and conditions, no one's read that. No one's seen Fame. I don't know why I'm saying this. This is a wrap up from the My Whānau. Thank you very much. Love you, bro.
How about you guys? But my face literally hurts from laughing so much. Are you all right, Fame? Are you hanging in there?
Okay, I'm still alive.
Still unbreakable?
Can I get another can though?
He hasn't. We were saying that if Fame was going to break, it's not that he would get upset. It's that he would try fight someone up here. So just keep an eye. Oh, 2 drink Fame, 3 drink Fame. That's when his friends start coming around. So our next guest we have reaching the podium as Fame is grabbing another pow. We have the winner of Breakthrough Comic and NZ Comedy Guild Awards 2024. It is Hoane Hotene.
Kia ora, yo. It's nice to be here. I'm Hoane Hotene. I know My FM asked a lot of big comedians to be here tonight, and when they said no, I was happy to come along, bro. I know you guys are wondering, like, what am I doing here? I'm wondering the same thing, okay? These are all Fame's friends in whānau. I met Fame today, okay? I was a little unsure. I was like, man, how am I going to make fun of somebody that, like, I don't know? And then I talked to him for about 3 minutes, and I was like, this will be easy. Nah. Fame looks like a kid who got lost at Sylvia Park and kept that face forever. Fame is notorious for sliding into the DMs. He sent Tegan 32 messages, okay? But that goes to show, if you're persistent and you just keep going and onto it, one day you might become friends. No, a lot of people will make fun of your name, but, I know it's not your government name, but Fame, that's a big name to live up to. But when you are the 3rd most popular breakfast host on New Zealand's 6th biggest radio station, what other name can you choose? Okay? No, I wouldn't laugh, Tammy. George FM, named after the one guy who listens to it. Oh man, I know you've been working towards your license.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I know you've been working towards your license, and it's a shame you can't drive, eh? Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Shame you can't drive, eh? Nah, this was actually pretty cool. I saw as part of it, it's been about 2 months since you've been on the Devil's Lettuce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off it.
What's more impressive to me is I think it's been about 15 years since you'd had regular lettuce. Now, Fame does have the body shape of a mellow puff. Oh, damn. I thought that one was crack up. Nah, they did offer him a role in Moana. They asked him to play the ocean. I don't want to be too mean. I know you've been on a bit of a health journey, eh? Fame's actually like, he's been getting back into training so he can get back into rugby league. And that 36-year-old bro, perfect timing.
Thank you.
Now, apparently he has been getting a few calls from the Warriors. Not the league team, just a lot of people calling him up going, I'm worried. I was looking up Fame's reels on Instagram, and Fame has a reel where he goes to get a pedicure, and it starts off with a close-up of his feet. I only got one thing to say about that. Gross. Sorry. No. Speaking of his feet, Fame wore an ankle bracelet for 6 months. He actually could have done community service, but only showed up one time in 3 weeks. When he got his community service, I think he said, I'm going to start home detention early. All right, didn't finish good, but we were good along the way, weren't we, whānau? My name's Hoane, Hotene. Very nice to meet you, bro.
Make some massive noise for Hoane, who came in with no knowledge of Fame beforehand, got sent a little press kit, if you will, to then make some of those jokes. I feel like the licensing has come up quite a lot, hasn't it, Fame?
Yeah. It's
You know, your license is like Bigfoot. We've all heard of it, but we've never actually seen it. That was a ChatGPT one, actually. All right, next up, we have someone who is probably the closest to Fame that you can guess. It is his beautiful girlfriend, Nicola. Please make some noise.
Woo! Oh.
So I actually thought this would be really easy, but it's been really hard to come up with some stuff. And not because I don't have any material, but Fame gave me this list. Well,
Hey?
he didn't write it. Things I can't talk about. So we've got like his feet on there, and then his snoring. I think that's a car, and your hairline as well. Yeah, the Fame's an artist. Anyway,
Thank you.
that's your work, guys.
I'll get everyone to sign it afterwards.
So obviously I can't speak about the car, but I feel like I do owe Fame an apology because I'm always complaining about how he's a really annoying backseat driver and constantly just going for other drivers on the road, even though he has no qualifications. But then I did some reflecting and I was like, actually he has really impressive credentials because he is Auckland's most experienced passenger.
Shout out ET.
Anyway, so obviously Fame has lots of experience with that, and if he could have it as a profession, he would. And speaking of tenure, Uber have actually reached out to me. They asked me if I would mentor all their drivers with all my experience. But I said no, because I don't have any time, because I'm dropping this one off all the time. Okay, anyway, so now I've apologised about all the car stuff. I'm going to talk to Fame's passions. So Fame is really, really passionate. Not about world issues or like climate change or anything, but mainly like KFC portion sizes and also whether Lime scooters should be free. But one thing he's mainly passionate about, obviously, is sport. So I've learned I'm not allowed to talk shit about any of his teams, so can't speak about the Lakers. But I can speak about my experience with Fame, and it's not interesting or exciting. It's more like trauma bonding when I watch sports with Fame. Because honestly, like, if I had an Apple Watch, I would go into hostage situation. Because when he supports his teams, and I don't know what team it is for so many years, because he has so much passion for any team. Like, it doesn't matter what sport it is, what time of day it is, like, he's so passionate, he gets beef with any team out there. He takes everything personally. He's even got enemies in badminton.
Oh yeah, there was a secret.
But speaking of sport, like Fame is very passionate about who he looks up to. So he likes to say he follows in the footsteps of some Kiwi icons. So like Jonah Lomu's probably a bit of a stretch. But I was doing some thinking and I was like, actually he has like some uncanny resemblances to Sonny Bill Williams and RTS. And that's because this year he decided to join League, the Roosters. But then he also decided before the season started to then change to rugby union. And now, before the season's over, he's already looking at early retirement.
Hang it up. Hang it up. Hang it up.
Okay, and it's when it comes to his passion as well, like it's not just with sport. He's also passionate about anything we watch, whether that's a movie or a TV series. He has to give me like a full-on history background of everything that's happening. Even when it's like an Instagram reel, like I just want to see the panda sneeze. Cool. Anyway. Okay. Thank you. So I'm going to speak about the bedroom now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So,
You guys want to eat now? No.
you know that saying, like, you made your bed, now you can lie in it? Well, Fame broke the bed, and then he's, like, half fixed it, but somehow I'm sleeping on the side that's busted, and now my spine's like a question mark, and it's really fitting, because I've got questions like, why am I still on this side? So, yeah. And also, Fame is really into his role play. Yeah.
So
But it took like quite a dramatic change the other week. So we had to leave the house for this. And so we're in the car, we're on our way to Bridgestone, and then we walk in and he goes, hand me the keys. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he just pretended to be a driver. Finally, I do just want to be a bit serious because it has taken me some time to really connect with Fame. Like, he has his walls up. But hand on heart, I think I can say I know everything there is to know about Fame. His Macca's order is the Hunger Buster with an extra cheeseburger. His KFC is the deluxe quarter pack with wicked wings, even though you sweat. And then when we go to Smith & Wong's, he also takes on some more role play and he pretends his name is Josh. But yeah, that's everything there is to know about Fame. He's passionate, he cares about portion sizes, and he also has personality disorders which are triggered by badminton.
Make some noise for Nicola. That was amazing. I think when you see, all of us up here are used to talking on a mic, but the fact that you sis have just come out of the woodworks with that was unreal. So please make some massive noise.
Yo! Fucking hell.
Now, lucky last on the panel today to Roast
go.
Fame really has no secrets anymore. So I feel like there's no, everything's off the table. Okay? Are you ready, Nate? Let's go. Make some noise
Let's
for
go,
Nate.
Nate.
Hello, everyone. Hello? There we go. My name's Nate. I'm a former colleague of Fame's. Don't worry, I won't make any home detention jokes. Roasting Fame is one of the hardest things that I've tried to prepare to do, because you've actually got to do something to talk about. Even claiming he's the most famous person from you know, shout out to when Fame started on the My Morning Crew, it marked the beginning of one of the greatest shows New Zealand has ever seen. Unfortunately, it was the morning shift.
Oh, shit. Crazy. Crazy.
Haley Crooks, Alex King, Brock Rusco, producer Tylee. These are just some of the co-hosts Fame used to have. If more leave him, he should change his name to Tegan.
Laugh, guys. Hey, God.
I thought it was a roast. Love you, sis.
Oh, shit.
Fame is very proud of his roots. You know, he's Tongan and Māori, two strong, beautiful cultures. Unfortunately, neither of them want him. Tonga said he's Māori. Māori said he's from West Auckland. West Auckland said we've got enough problems, Dick. Now, one thing I'll give to Fame, though, is he's a great son, you know. He's the kind any father would be proud of, except for that time he organized a radio competition where you had to find the best kisser. Did you tell Nicola about this? Oh, yeah, you do? You didn't see what they look like, though, eh? We called that competition Fame versus 100 Gorillas. We deleted all the footage, but if you looked at them, they look like Randy and Dish.
Shit.
Are they here?
No,
Hey, but in the end, man, we love you. I don't know why I'm here, bro. Guess we'll have a feed after this, eh? Love you, boss.
All righty, Tefano, that was awesome. But please, let's make some noise for this guy, Fame, for letting everyone roast him today. Make some noise. And thank you, everyone, for coming. And we just want to make another massive shout out to our sponsors, Pals and Southern Spit Roast and Barbecue Catering, which we're going to get into after this. But have you got any last words, Fame?
Yeah, I'll go up. I'll have a little turn. I'll have a little jam.
Be careful.
I'm trying to wrap it up, eh? Can you hear me? Test. Okay, sicky. Hold on. Cancel that joke out. Okay. Firstly, just want to say thank you to everybody for turning up today. 75% of you I've never seen before, but I know you're here for the free feed, so I'll keep this short. Starting off with the brother Tammy Davis. Tammy's a Māori icon. Come on, round of applause for that. He walks so the rest of us could run, but these days he calls in sick so often, even his sick days need a break. He's the voice of Goal Seagull, if you didn't know. Shout out to that. Flies in, calls loud, steals your beers and bounces. He's actually invented something called the Tammy tax, which is just a cute name for having no accountability. He's also played Manta, and that's not even acting, that's just Tammy showing up as himself. Now to my brother here, Storme. Hitaua, eh? Hitaua? Yeah. Storme is one of the kindest dudes I know, and one of the biggest foodies too. Bro's got a deep fryer at his home that works harder than he does, literally. He does a 10 to 3 on a shift, then runs a fish and chip shop from 5 to 10, where deep fried Marios are the only item on the menu, and he's the only customer. He knows every gym exercise there is, and has phenomenal technique, and yet he's still built like Tamaiti Williams if he never made the All Blacks. He gets gout once a year. That's not a joke, that's just a fact. He's got the smallest face, the biggest smile, and the highest chance of being the face of Diabetes New Zealand after Nixon retires. Shit, that was too much? Fuck ChatGPT, damn it. Hoane's voice is original, fresh, and Māori through and through. But he's also the first ginger I've met who gets triggered by sun and systemic racism. He's open for Joey Damon on tour. He's used the roast just to sneak in more promo. Hoane's Māori and white, which means he can haka and ask to speak to the manager afterwards. That was me. Yeah. Straight up. Now to my beautiful partner. Nicola is my ride or die, the smartest person I know. Until she opens her mouth. No, wait. She thought Te Kuiti was pronounced Te Cutie, like it was the Love Island character. Now to my also Nate Nauer. Nate, in my eyes, is the go-to radio. He built this place before any of us had any access cards. But even goats get lazy. He shows up late, says 10 words, and still wins the shift. He once asked an R&B singer if she had tried Famunda sauce, as in Famunda these nut sauce. One reason why he's my hero. And when I had an ankle bracelet on, Nate threw me in a cab and saved me from breaking curfew. Don't ask me where I got the money from, I plead the fifth. All in all, all in all, thank you very much for turning up tonight. I know you guys have been waiting so long to have the roast, so thank you, and shout out to everybody on stage. Thank you very much.
All right, everyone, get into it. We've got the roast down there. Massive shout out to Pals and massive shout out to Southern Spit Roast and Barbecue Catering. Shout out to everyone on stage. Thank you so much for coming.